Greetings people, 'tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to Let's Play the Subspace Emissary. Alright, so, let's go ahead and begin our next stage, Sea of Clouds. Oh yes, Kirby and the Princess. Now remember, if you had rescued Zelda, it would just be Zelda with Kirby instead of Peach. I chose Peach for a reason. Well, I didn't really choose her for a reason, I just chose Peach arbitrarily. Oh yeah, this is a problem. Let's play as Peach for a second. I won't be playing as her very much, but I want to try to give everybody equal opportunity. So here we are on the Halibut, I guess. Alright, she can do her little glide thing. It's actually kind of annoying. Alright, what do we got over here? Anything? Actually, oh no, I remember. Isn't this like first part of the stage like totally worthless? Yeah, that was nothing. Ah, here we go. Now there's that R-Wing again. I'm guessing that's Fox. Ow! Oh, he might be okay. Oh, but we might not be okay. Okay. Well, guess we're not gonna get to face Meta Knight. Let me stick with Peach for now. I'll have plenty of opportunities to play as Kirby. And then we're back to more Kid Icarus territory, I guess. Ow! Stupid Koopa shell. Get out of here. I hit the wrong button. That's not my controller being weird. That's just me being forgetful. Okay, you are actually getting on my nerves, buddy. Oh, wow. It's just whatever. That was an extra life. I'll definitely take it. Well, that thing was actually helping me out. It was dropping food. Oh, well. Oh, I'll take that. I didn't realize I had a thing there. Okay, that's fine. Sure, I'll take the gun. Is there any reason why I would want to? I don't think I want to go through this door, but I'm going to. Well, there's items here. Stickers that I probably don't care about. Oh, I'll take these. Alright, that's nice. That's kind of interesting about this game. It's really interesting how, when you think of the world of Smash Brothers and how they typically reflect the latest and greatest Nintendo games that have come out at the time, right? The set pieces, the enemies, the music, the characters, the character aesthetics. And it's interesting. The first Smash Bros. Game came out really late in the N64 cycle. So a lot of games had already been out, you know. Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Kirby 64, Star Fox 64. Now Donkey Kong 64 hadn't come out yet. And you notice that, like, you know, in Smash 64, Donkey Kong, he doesn't quite look the same as he does in, say, Donkey Kong 64. And there's no set pieces from that game, because the game didn't exist yet. Has some set pieces from Donkey Kong Country from the SNES. This is kind of interesting, right? Well, then you've got, because, like, what I'm saying is, like, so, like, Mario, for example, looks just like he did in Mario 64. He operates just like he did in Mario 64. And Link operates and looks just like he did in Ocarina of Time, right? Then you get to Smash Bros. Melee, which, you know, was on the GameCube. But the difference there is that was... See, Smash 64 was like the only game to be... The only Smash game to really be released pretty late in the cycle of, you know, whatever console it was on. Melee, you know, was released pretty early for the GameCube, right? So as such, a lot of the GameCube titles hadn't been made yet. Ow. So they just look like more polished versions. Like all the set pieces and characters and stuff just look like more polished versions of their N64 incarnations. Mario and Link and whatever still pretty much resemble the way they did in Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time and whatnot. Like Ganondorf and Zelda and young Link, for goodness sake. Now there are some set pieces from Majora's Mask, because that game had finally come out. And you know, Fox still looks like he did pretty much in Star Fox 64. Alright, what am I missing? And because all those GameCube titles hadn't come out yet. And it wasn't until this game came out pretty early in the cycle of the Wii. What am I missing? Something ain't right. Oh, I had to kill that enemy, that's what it was. This game came out pretty early in the Wii, after release of the Wii. So a lot of the Wii stuff hadn't been made yet, but a lot of the GameCube stuff did. So, you know, this is when we finally get some set pieces that resemble GameCube incarnations, you know. This is why Mario has the FLUDD for Mario 64 and not like, you know, well, even though Super Mario Galaxy had come out. Ow. You know, Link, or Zelda rather, you know, kind of looking like she did in Twilight Princess. And though he's not unlockable in Subspace Emissary, he is unlockable just in Brawl in general. Toon Link from, you know, what do you call it? Wind Waker. And you know, you got Wolf in this game. Again, not in the Subspace Emissary, but just in the game, looking a lot like looking like he did in Star Fox Assault. And every other Smash game is like that. They come out pretty early in the console that they were, the previous cons. They come out pretty early in the console that they were released in, so they just really contain set pieces from the previous console. I just thought that was interesting. Although I did notice that in Ultimate, you know, Link highly resembles the way he did in Breath of the Wild. But again, Breath of the Wild also came out on the Wii U. I don't know, I guess there wasn't really a point to me saying any of that. That was just an interesting little diversion while I plowed through that stage. And yes, that's the end of the stage. That was a short stage, and that's gonna be the end of the video. But yeah, I don't know, I just think it's interesting. Smash 64 had a lot of set pieces from the 64, but all the other games, they mostly resemble set pieces from, like, the previous consoles. Just think it's interesting. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that discussion about nothing. Thank you so much for watching. My name's 40 Volts. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Pieces!